Okay, and take it again from Martians.
Martians. I showed interest. I did this by... Oh, fuck that. Alderman, my budgie has been kidnapped by Martians. That's the sort of thing that really pisses me off. Cockney hooligans coming into my office and saying that their budgie's been kidnapped by Martians. Christ. And I never wanted to be a community detective, you know. I wanted to be a motorbike messenger. I mean, they're really tough, aren't they, them motorbike messengers? You know, you see them riding through the streets with fuck-off messenger service written on their backs, you know, and they're riding up the stairs in office blocks thinking last year's accounts must get through.
Ra-da-la-da, ra-da-la-da, rum-da-dum-ba-dum. For
hundreds of years, the Bronzebury Triangle has been an enigma for travellers and scientists alike, and a catalogue of unaccountable phenomena has been gathered in this area. The triangle encloses an area from Cricklewood in the north to Willesden in the west and Kilburn in the south. Within this area, normal scientific laws seem to be defied. On January 15th, 1979, a group of ordinary people were waiting at an ordinary bus stop in an ordinary street for an ordinary 28 bus. They waited and waited, but no bus appeared. They waited a bit longer, but still no bus arrived. Then, just as they were about to give up, 7 28 buses appeared. By all that is rational and reasonable, it shouldn't have occurred. But one thing is certain, it did occur. And buses aren't the only thing to disappear. Judith has definitely split from Chris's place, and most of the Style Council records have vanished without trace. He is worried sick that Pauline's going to find out, and you know, just turn up accidentally, on purpose, kind of thing. Other reported disappearances include shopping trolleys from Sainsbury's, socks from laundrette, and perhaps the most dramatic of all, in the last year or two, hundreds, if not thousands of jobs have gone into thin air. At one time, a job was commonplace in Bronzebury. Almost everyone seemed to have one. But now, young children scarcely know what one looks like. Skeptics mock and put it down to supposedly more rational courses. But those who know Bronzebury know that the forces at work in the triangle are something outside human understanding, something superhuman, or perhaps subhuman.
Alexei, call on line 2. Can you take it?
Yeah. Hello?
Hello, Alexei. Derek of Gants Hill here, Alexei. First time caller. I've just been listening to all that stuff about the Bronzebury Triangle, Alexei, and quite frankly, I find it all absolutely fascinating.
Yeah?
Well, I was wondering if your listeners might be interested to hear a similar incident that happened in my own life.
Yeah, get on with it.
Well, it does seem to me, Alexei, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but it does seem to me, as that gentleman pointed out earlier, it is the Martians behind all this Bronzebury Triangle. I mean, as you yourself mentioned, you've had 27 budgies going missing this week, and what they're doing, the Martians, that is, you see, is capturing the budgies to learn English off them. It's all part of the elaborate preparations they're making prior to their takeover of the Earth and the destruction of civilization as we know it. And quite frankly, Alexei, our only line of defence is to take heed of the fish people. Hello, are you still there, Alexei?
Yeah, sorry, there's a bit of interference on the line there. You were just saying something about the fish people.
Oh, crikey. Then I've said too much already. Could I just say hello to somebody?
Yes.
Hello.
Thank you very much, Derek.
Oh, before I go, I wonder if I could say something rather vicious about racial minorities.
No, fuck off. Oh, fuck. I forgot to ask him to explain about the fish people. Leave it out, John. Just forget you heard anything about the fish people. I'm going now. He left. The following day was wet and hard.
Hang on, Alexei.
What problem?
Yes, we're picking up a boom shadow. I think it sparks on the grid. Oh, by the way, is that definite about Judith and Chris splitting?
Yeah, Chris was round my place last night.
Funny that, 'cause I happened to run into Judith last night.
Oh, yeah, where?
My place.
Oh, fuck. Listen, I just don't want to know. I mean, can we get on with it? You know what I mean? The following day, it was wet and hard.
Time's up. Overrun situation. Red alert. Cue the end of the episode.
That's Laurel, Porsche, Bike and Polo. Red 09 Triumph for Clayman, Woolsey, Riley, Rover 10 and Nova. Starlet, Visa, Cavalier and Fuego. I'm going to take my metro to the disco. Get in my car and we'll go. I'm going to take my metro to the disco. With my foot down, there's no go slow.
Okay, fantastic. You're listening to Radio Milton Springsteen. And let's all remember the slogan of Milton Springsteen. Milton Springsteen. It's quite nice, really. Okay, now, that was Il Duce and Take My Metro to the Disco, an astonishing 92nd week at #1 here in the charts of Milton Springsteen, and it's probably got absolutely nothing to do with the free apartment block that they're giving away with every single. Okay, fantastic. And now it's on with Alexei, Sayle, Community Detective, and the Fish People.
The following day, it was wet and hard. Alone in my office, I thought things over. The Bronsbury Triangle and a plot by Martians to invade the Earth. It all added up. It was simple, but it was too simple. And who the hell were the fish people?
The alternative private dick or community outreach interface consultant with scale 2 increments and London waiting, as we are known at the design centre, inhabits a world where a person can lose him or herself. A world below the belt where hard men gather to drink, smoke, play with their dinkies, talk dirty and sing country and western songs.
It ain't hard to be an animal, as long as you're sensible, as long as you're a duck but not a turkey or a flea. Hey, it ain't hard to be an animal, it can be quite tolerable. All you gotta do is take one look at me. I became a three-toed sloth about 6 months ago, and I can tell you fellas that's really fine, yeah. You don't have to wear no trousers, you don't have to vote conservative, just spend your days hanging upside down from a vine. It ain't hard to be an animal, long as you're sensible, long as you're a duck but not a turkey or a flea. It ain't hard to be an animal, yeah, it can be quite tolerable. Whoa, all you gotta do is take one look at me. Child battery, nuclear war, unemployment, the old and poor, the British public, they don't give a fuck. They'll give thousands of pounds to homeless hounds, a blown up horse, a crippled cat, or a schizophrenic duck. It ain't hard to be an animal, long as you're sensible, long as you're a duck but not a turkey or a flea. It ain't hard to be an animal, it can be quite tolerable. All you gotta do is take one look at me.
I hate country and western songs. I hate men. Men are boring, aren't they? You see them in pubs all talking, and they look like they're talking about something interesting. And when you go along and listen, they're talking about their garage doors. Judith hates men as well. She says she's only going out with fish in future. And you know, I don't know what she's talking about. Anyway, I've been hearing a lot from Judith because Chris has actually moved in with me now, you know, so the split looks pretty final. Chris says he hates women, so he's going to get a job in the rock business.
My footsteps took me to a bar on the cheesy side of town, where the cigarette smoke hung like Portuguese crockery. And Chico from the pool hall was switching fast lines with Big Nicky. And I walked up to the bartender and I said,
20 tom weights and a box of Swan, please.
The bar was full of sort of people who were always stuffing shredded paper up their nose and squawking like turkeys. You know the type, don't you? I really hate them. They run round saying, I work for Brazilian television and I've got a goat in my garage. And they always carry like little bits of liver in their pockets, don't they? And they whip it out and they say, who wants to see my liver? I hate them sorts of people, don't you?